Hello, everybody. Welcome into Saturday, August 24th, 2024. I have an echo from somebody. Who's the echo? Let's see here. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm looking on Zoom right now. Kind of figured it might be, but all right, let's switch this over, and there we go. Now we can go with hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday night, August 24th, 2024, otherwise known as Fiddy. Oops. I wasn't supposed to say that this week. We were going to let that simmer a while. I'm going to change that from Ken to, you guessed it, Fiddy. How's everybody doing this evening? Good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good. I stuck around for about 29, 30 minutes of Doug's show. I actually walked out the door at 2:42, 15 minutes late to go to where we were going to be, and we were exactly 10 minutes late getting to where we needed to be. Now, I got lost. I will say a little bit of that was I got lost. I did not put it into my phone to use the onboard mapping system on the phone. I Googled it. Oh, this is simple. 70, 59, two country roads, and you're there. I got my two country roads backwards, and I was lost briefly. So then I pulled over and I said to, hello, Sirius, please tell me where this is at. And shut up, Siri. Man, she's getting picky these days. Hello, Brian. What brings you here tonight? Can I guess? May I take a wild guess, please? Fiddy, that's what I thought. Tonight's word is, what's tonight's word, everybody? Well, let's just show it on the screen for those of you that might have missed it. Oh, and by the way, please join us after Zoom. I have an exclusive. I actually do have it. I don't have yours yet, but I do have it, yes. That was sent to me while I was driving down the road this afternoon. Tony is saying we're muted. Okay, yeah, I keep forgetting to unmute the homies. My bad. 2 nights in a row I've done that. So, let's try that again. Hello, everybody. William's here. Rich is here. Greg is here. Hello. Sam is here. Brian's here. Darren's here. And Fiddy is here. Have we beat it in the ground enough
Tony
yet?
Wallow
you
said
think
normal.
He's going to get it?
No. Max is the Loch Ness monster. There's one more thing. And you show it on your intro to your stream, but or you can go to the Zoomies website, and I want you to look at the description for Jim.
Oh, did you change it?
No, I have not changed it.
Oh, well, let's go look at that real quick. I always like these little challenges. All right, intro is running. And let it do its thing here. Oh, by the way, I set the ads to be at 12 minutes. Mrs. K on Firefox got an ad before the show started.
12 minutes long? Oh,
no. Now, well, I'll come back to that. No, at the beginning of the show, she got an ad. Okay, so Jim has told me.
What do you think of that? Is that a prediction to the...
I like that. That's good. No, I went in and set it up tonight. There should be an ad at 12 minutes. This is when the first ad should be, at 12 minutes. On Firefox with Mrs. K, before it ever started, there was an ad. John Loy Sr. says, that sounds like I'm feeling better. A little bit, yes. It was really good to get out. We had a great dinner, other than it was a little difficult to find.
said hello, Grekai.
Great dinner. Well, it was recommended we go there, and kudos to my classmate that recommended it. A tad pricey, but the ribeye was not as good as Brian Lightfoot's, but it was good. Now, the baked potato was about the size of a football. So when we got home, the first thing Mrs. K wanted me to do was check my blood sugar, which I did, and it was about 3.5, 4 hours after we had eaten, my blood sugar had dropped to 160. That's well below the 180 mark that they say you should be at. So I'm happy about it. I'm going to check it here as soon as the stream ends to see what it's dropped between 9 o'clock and 10:30. And as long as it's dropped, everybody's going to be happy. John Williams says, how am I tonight? I'm doing all right, John. Thank you for asking. And he's catching up on a little NASCAR. I had to go Google it. I didn't realize they were racing tonight. Yeah, I did find good news, though, when I did my search, that Denny Hamlin got docked enough points that he might not make the playoffs this year. Darn. We have a rivalry. Mrs. K likes Denny Hamlin. I liked, at the time, Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon retired a few years back, so I haven't picked a favorite driver since. I see Rick Lakes is in chat. Robert's in chat. One Fish is in chat.
You picked me.
Sean Gallagher is on Firefox, but I have premium, so I don't see ads. Sorry. I believe we still get a small percentage of that, Sean, and that's okay. I mean, to each his own. Mileage may vary, however you want to put it. I have no problem people buying it. I mean, there for the longest time, I would skip ads, and then it really got to me that I make my 3 cents off of ads, so I better start watching some ads and contributing to people's 3 cents. So who said I picked them as a NASCAR driver? Oh, Greg. Was that you, Greg?
Yeah.
Oh, Greggy.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get your phone going yet?
No.
So the call I got from Maryland today was not you.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, good thing I didn't answer it then. I started to. I thought, Greg's got a number. He's calling me first. I'm the first person on his list. But then I thought I better not.
I don't even have your number.
Everybody's got my number. You don't have my number? We'll get it to you.
The whole world's got your number.
509?
Yeah, exactly.
867-5309.
Code name Jenny. It's like my boat. But yes, I am feeling better. I'm still sweating. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Man, it was so good. We saw 2 deer going down to the lake place, the restaurant. My mother and its little baby. And then coming back, we saw 6 wild turkey. And I did get 2 pictures of some of the turkeys. Yeah, it's good to see speaker bot is working. I need to redo that whole thing. Yep. I like that song, though. I may slow it down and see if I catch anything with that or not. Mrs. K and I are going to work on a logo tomorrow. If anyone is interested in joining us, let us know.
John Williams said Mrs. K.
I tried to pawn it off onto her, and I somehow got roped back into doing it. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. We'll see how that goes. There's Ghetto. Hello, Ghetto.
Evening, everybody.
Ghetto, who's got his microphone once again too far away from his mouth for us to hear him. That sounded like German to me.
Good evening, everybody.
He repeats it.
Hey, Joshy.
After dinner, we sat outside, and I do have pictures of sitting outside. It was, except for the little nuisance of the sweat bees, it was very comfortable.
Engrish.
It's by a so-called lake, okay? It's a pond. Actually, I believe it used to be a strip pit, and it just filled in, which we're sure there's fish in there, but we couldn't figure out how to sneak down and throw a line in the lake to see what we could catch. But yeah, it was a good afternoon. Nice little drive down, nice little drive back. We made one stop on the way back. Someone take a guess what Walmart we stopped at tonight.
Your favorite Walmart.
Oh, no, I wasn't. If Mrs. K would have had her way, we would have went to the favorite Walmart. And Tony says stripper. No, we stopped at one that was kind of sort of on the way. We were running, not really pressed for time, but we didn't have a lot of extra time either. So I made sure we didn't go to the one I really do not like. So, Ghetto, you were going to say something?
No, I'm good.
No, I thought I heard you start to say something. So I got Doug. I paused it. Hopefully it will pick up where I paused it at. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes when I pause it and I restart it, it actually starts it over with no chat. I'll find out here in an hour or so when we get the show over with. And tonight is going to be different. Mrs. K wants to dye our hair. I didn't argue.
What color this time?
I told her I prefer to go to a bright reddish purple this time around. I mean, let's just find something that's going to stick around and hide all that white nonsense that's going on. And I think I'm sleeping on the couch tonight based on that comment. I don't know what she picked. She went that way to get the hair dye. I went that way to get the sugar-free ice cream that we bought. Which, by the way, this is an interesting. Figure this out. Breyers, no sugar added ice cream. Does it have sugar?
I saw that today too.
Does it have sugar in it?
I don't know. I just remember seeing it.
5 grams per serving. Sugar. Right on the label. Mike Wojak joins us in the chat room. Hello, Mike. Yeah, so it's not truly 9-toe. I just saw Brian's comment to Rick. How's he doing with his toe anyway? Anybody heard? I guess I could ask him. Rick, how you doing with your toe? Okay. We'll get an answer sometime tonight. We made it 11 minutes before the show died. That's pretty good. Anybody got anything they want to bring up? Anybody want to bring me up to speed on what I may or may not have missed on Doug's this afternoon? I left when he was in the middle of explaining analytics and what he feels.
It went downhill from there.
Oh, did it? Okay. Overdid it today, so, okay, well, I hate to hear that. I liked this place we went to eat. I didn't like their booths, though. Their booths were, I kid you not, they were this far off the floor, and then the booths were another that far off the floor of where the booth sat. So that was kind of uncomfortable for me. And then my hamstring started bothering me, so I got Mrs. K to let me out, and I walked that off. And then when I came back, I sat on the edge so I could let my leg go all the way down to the natural floor, and I didn't have any problems after that. It was a good day. I started not to go, but then I thought being outdoors might be a good thing for me, and it was. As it turned out, it was a great thing. So, anyway, anybody? Anything?
Ghetto did his own DVD.
Yeah, I got a message. He said something that he needed technical help, and I figured that might be because of the DVD. Is that what it was about?
Yeah, I got the DVD bunk.
Good. Saved yourself some money then, didn't you?
Yeah.
Does it play?
Yeah.
Good. Are you going to put it on the internet for $9.99? Make a little bit of money on the side?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Thought I'd try to help.
My wedding videos got over 109 views, and it's been on the channel for 2 years now.
Think of how many views you'll get if you were to get it out there in the public and sell it for a whopping $9.99. For the price of a Gary Holzman membership, you could sell your DVDs. No?
No.
All right. You drive a hard bogger. $4.99, one-time special deal only. Just messing with you, Ghetto.
He was complaining.
You got it in
about
10 1080p.
Do what, Ghetto?
He was complaining about how he makes no money on YouTube.
Who was complaining that who makes no money on YouTube? Carrie?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Hold on, let me find my world's smallest violin. I cannot find it. I will gladly trade him the money he makes for the money I make any day of the week. And you will not hear one single solitary word of complaint come out of my mouth on that subject. I'm going to complain. That's just me. Rick says, wow, somebody sent me M.2 screws and standoffs. Yes, there's a few of us that knew that was going to happen, Rick. Good to hear that you got it. Speaking of getting things, Bill, did you get your camera yet? Or no, wait, that was Rick. Forget that last question. I'll ask Rick when he joins us on Zoom afterwards. Starting to lose my mind already.
I know. Take his 480 video, ran it through DaVinci in about 30 seconds, and had it at 1080.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next month and getting the graphics card and firing up the new machine and actually kind of building it up. I know I've got a couple small projects. I want to see what they render out at.
Yeah.
Pretty much I've decided I am going to rework the logo that Sonny sent me, and I'm going to try to figure it out on my own. And if I can't, then I'm just going to send him an email and say, okay, this is what you sent me. It's great. It's fantastic. However, can you add Ken Stout Live in there? Pretty much talking with Lorna this afternoon. We agree that it should be in there, and then she kind of wants to redo the logo itself. Although she likes the logo. She likes the logo with the two lines in the blue and the green and all that other good stuff. And I'm thinking, yeah, maybe it's time to make a new logo. I don't know. I'm debating on putting a poll on comments. Is it comments? Yeah, comments. No. What's that thing called? Come on, Ghetto, help me out here. You do it all the time on your channel when you put stuff on the community bulletin board. Is that what it's called? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm debating on putting a poll on that. So, Brian, I did the old Hawaiian thing today. I wore the shirt, and I do have a t-shirt underneath this in your honor. It's I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh, look, it's a palm tree, just like oh, that worked not good. There you go. Now you can see it's a palm tree there. Unfortunately, the t-shirt underneath it is not a palm tree. Don't have one of those yet. Everybody's being so quiet. This is part of the conversation that Lorna and I had going down to wherever we went today, Brazil, Indiana. Babe, you want to come in and bail me out? I'm always on Zoom, but I'm still streaming. Am I in jail? No, I'm not in jail. I think I will continue and not have the wife take over. Brian, is Carol doing anything?
No.
Would she like to take over the show?
I would hope for you because I didn't provide with. I did not end the meeting.
So when I left, you became the host?
So let's go. I'm.
Ran Israel said, just cough. You're in friendly territory.
I know, but not with new people. New people
I don't know how I
shows,
could bypass everybody else.
With that. I get
because my
irritated.
both main folks was
somebody
gay.
I just went to end the meeting. I didn't even. I know it's going to go somewhere. I don't even look anymore. I click leave and I leave. So if you got it, congratulations. And if you didn't end the meeting, that's even better. That's a feather in your cap. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, sorry, I was opening my packages that came from Newegg.
Well, that's a little bit more information than we needed to know, but okay. How are your packages?
Well, I'm short a couple of items, and I found out it's being shipped from Illinois instead of California, where the others came from.
Really?
A CPU and an SSD are being shipped from an Illinois facility. All the rest of it came from California. That's why it got here so quick.
It's pretty good discrepancy from California to Illinois, though.
Yeah.
He couldn't find his dongle.
Yeah, I heard it the first time, Chris. I don't think anyone else did. Now, are you going to get them tomorrow or Monday, or when do you think you'll get them?
They're saying Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay. Well, that's not bad coming from Illinois.
So, but everything else looks okay. I mean, I opened the box. I haven't opened the box with the case in it yet. I put the outside of the box looks okay.
No holes.
Interesting. Some of the things are actually RGB stuff. Not
It's
that
a
I wanted RGB, but it was what was on sale in the combo. I
Okay.
don't have to hook it up to RGB if I don't want to. So,
Right, right. Yeah, I've got a little bit of RGB on this new build that I didn't realize I had, and that's fine because of where I've got it sitting. I got the cooler fan on the other build is RGB, and the motherboard is RGB. I recently discovered that, and that's plenty. I'm not a big RGB fan. Don't need it. So
now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I mean, I know what I want to do with it, but I'm trying to figure out if I want to dual boot Windows 11 and Linux.
John Williams said cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger.
Saturday Night Live.
So all the software that I have, I want to run on it, runs on Windows, Linux, or Mac. So that part's not an issue.
You could make it dual boot and have the choice of depending on what you want to do at the time.
Well, I'm thinking about doing dual boot, and I've looked up some stuff on how to do that on modern systems. And I think I understand what they're saying, but the 2 or 3 different places where I found instructions on how to do that, not everything is entirely clear. Everybody is using this Rufus facility to make your install USB flash drives now. And it actually will let you make a flash drive with 2 or 3 partitions on the flash drive to help you install Linux and dual boot stuff. So I'm going to have to cogitate over some of this a little bit. I haven't run a Linux system since about 2008. So it's been a while.
How would that work when you hit the button to start the machine? Does it pop up on your monitor to say Windows or Linux?
Bootloader. Well, one of the bootloaders for Linux is called Grub, Grub.
Okay.
And it will go either to Windows or your Linux system, depending how you have it set up. You can have it set up so it'll default to the one that you want it to default to. But it pops up and waits a few seconds so you can pick the other one if you want.
Okay. Now that Mrs. K got an ad.
SSD and partition it.
So she got one at the beginning and she got one at 22 minutes after. I still haven't got one, which is fine. And it is a Zaxby's. And there was 2 ads, 30 seconds in length, 15 per. So that's not too bad. I actually watched a stream the other day where there were 6 minutes of ads. And I did not skip, not my stream, it was someone else I was watching. I have been told my stream has 6 minutes of ads. And that's why I'm kind of tinkering with the ads right now. I don't think anyone should have to sit through 6 minutes of ads on my stream. Now, I did sit through the 6 minutes of ads just to help this person out with their watch hours, and they're monetized, so they're going to get a little bit out of it. But I also walked away. I didn't watch the ads. I got 6 minutes. Well, let's go get something to drink, something to eat, and I'll be back. And when I came back, it was just finishing up, so it was good timing. And those 2 ads are done. So I'll get it narrowed down. I did see a little bit of Doug showing that you can go in and edit and place the ads somewhat, I believe, if I understood it. What's the most popular speaker bot command? Anybody? Wait till we change it to tree fiddy.
Shut up. Have no idea.
Oh, you don't know about tree fiddy yet?
Oh, no. I've heard about tree fiddy. I don't know what the most popular one is, though.
I don't know. Mike Wojcik says, Jeff Ryman, when dual booting, make sure you install Windows first. Okay. That sounds like a voice of experience.
To be what the instructions I saw said. Then you shrink the
John Williams said political ads are terrible during the evening news and late news. It's awful.
I agree, John, and that's why I don't watch local TV hardly anymore.
That's how it used to be. If you've been dual booted XP in '98 back in the day.
Tony Wallow said
98
sarcasm alert.
Well, I was. It's been a long time. In the 90s, I was dual booting Windows 3.1 and Red Hat Linux, not Red Hat Enterprise. That was way before that. That was back in the days when you had to futz around to get anything to print or do other stuff. The Linux, because they didn't have a lot of drivers in those days.
Tony Wallow said subscribe.
Oh, there you go. I went to YouTube. I didn't even go check numbers or anything. Because I was running an hour late, so to speak, and I wanted to get it set up and get everything going. I am going to check after the stream. How is that different from today? How is that different from today with printers?
I will find out.
Mike says you'll save yourself a lot of pain by installing it first. Jack Gallum, hello from Marion, North Carolina. Hello, Jack. Haven't seen you around in a while. Good to see you join the chat. I appreciate it. I did see you uploaded a video that I do be planning to watch. There you go. Doobie.
John Williams said,
for those that don't know, I was out all week practically. I didn't feel good. I just didn't have the voice. I didn't have the energy. And what am I 3 nights in a row now? Am I up to 3 nights? Seriously? Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
3 feeding nights.
Do what, Chris?
3 feeding nights.
Yeah, I kind of can't wait to hear Doug's show on Monday.
And you still number 1.
Oh, I relish that. I thank you. Thank you very, very much. Or as Chevy Chase used to say, thank you very little. Got about 3 minutes. I will end this right at 30 minutes. If you would like to know what Tree Fiddy is all about, send me an email link to kstoutz00m@gmail.com, and we are going to discuss Tree Fiddy tonight. Who knows? We may even get the man himself to join us. You never know. Tony is saying night at the 3-minute warning. Speaking of 3-minute warning, Brian, did you see the end of your 49ers game last night?
Yes, I did. Right out of the Cal Bears Stanford game.
Winter mute Seido goodbye Ken.
Is that where they came back and overtook the Raiders in the last seconds or whatever?
Oh, they came back.
They came back all right. It was.
They came back.
Where's the guy?
Back.
It was 14 laterals.
I just saw a headline about it.
They were doing really good until the quarterback of all people made a forward pass. You can lateral backwards all you want, but you cannot pass the ball forward. I like the last voice, whatever. I need to know how Doug goes and determines what the voices are, because I actually liked that last voice that Wintermute did. I liked that. That was kind of cool. So I've got to probably send him an email and ask him and write down 1027 on the 24th and figure out what that voice was. John Loy says, good night. Good night, John. See you next week. Now, next week is opening NFL. Is that right? Is that next week already? Or is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah,
okay,
2 weeks.
College starts next week.
Next week, they cut down from 90 players to 53 players.
The NFL?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I know I think there was a game tonight. Florida State and I want to say Georgia Tech played.
Yeah.
Whether it's a for real game or not, I don't know. 2 weeks from last Thursday. Okay. So they're going to open it with Thursday night football. Okay, cool.
And they didn't even play in Georgia or Florida. They played somewhere. I don't know.
They didn't even play in one of the 2 stadiums. They played elsewhere?
Yep.
Huh.
I can't remember where they played. That's like next week. Georgia don't even play in Athens. Georgia and Clemson don't even play in Athens.
Now, is that going to be their entire season, Chris, or is that just a one-game special?
I guess it's just a one game, except for Florida. When they play Florida, they don't play. They never play at Florida.
They play in Atlanta, don't they?
They play in Jacksonville.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you, everyone, for being here on YouTube. It is really good to be almost back. I'm pretty close to being back. I want to thank the Zoom homies, Bill, Rich, Greg, Sam, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Ghetto, Jeff, Darren, and Tree Fiddy. Thank you, Tree Fiddy, for being here. If you want to join us to hear the story behind that, send me an email. Good night, everybody. I'm hitting the Tree Fiddy button.